Uno momento, boys. Pepsi's like broken. Don't know what that's about. There we go. That'll do. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who might happen to be here this early in the morning, I am sorry for the early morning cast, but couldn't pass up this event. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. In the south, in the blue, we have Aatrox playing as Aatrox. On the other side, in the red-hand corner, we have Almirante 99 playing as none other than the mighty Colony. This is the one, the only Tournament Rev. Let's get it on. Alright, so looks like Almirante came in with a chopper, rally pointed on the mini base, trying to get a little bit of a mini base steal, but Aatrox too quick for that, not allowing that to happen. Almirante also getting his side mini base, second gen just now coming up a little bit behind Aatrox's, but Almirante did manage to snag a unit in the middle, cutting Aatrox's population down early on. We've got the grunt here on the side as well. 10 population to 9 at the current time. Almirante now upgrading his second generator. Aatrox, I'd say, is slightly ahead right now, upgrading his second generator. However, the power is pretty equal overall. Ooh, Aatrox is actually going to be going for... Is it coming? I don't even know what's happening. He's actually saving up for it, building that leader here in a moment. And there he goes. Aatrox is chosen, going to be coming out here on Tech 1. Nothing built back there. It's going to be a singular pad. On the main here, Grunt starting to come out. Grunts all around for Almirante, who is putting up the armory in the back on his mini base as well. So we're going to be seeing some leaders here on Tech 1, which is kind of expected with Aatrox and Colony both in play. Usually their leaders are seen on Tech 1, because if they're not, the player who usually doesn't build them loses. Nice micro there by Almirante. Clicking around here. Not letting his opponent do anything. I like it. Almirante microing out of his mind here. Look at this. Clicking all over the place. Not messing around. He is definitely on par. He's finally got his controller back, and he is playing insane. All right, back on the main, Almirante starting to build some skits as well to attach to his chopper, Grunt, and more than likely his leader coming out in the back. We already have one node on the map already taken by Aatrox, so he's pretty happy with himself there. And we've got the Trox now coming over to the other mini base, so he's taking the two outside nodes first. While it is a little harder to take these two, if you do grab them, your opponent usually doesn't know about it until a little later, and you can actually hang on to these two nodes even if you lose map control, because your opponent simply doesn't go over there. Hunter Capitan is back in play, and he is ready to rock and roll. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the colors on that guy. Love it in red. Yellow. Looks like Almirante is already going Tech 2. Aatrox slightly behind. He's about to click Tech 2 as well. Population 32 to 37. So, you know what? This game is about as equal as it gets. However, I got to say that Chosen is a little bit out in the open right now. He is faster than the Hunter Captain, but if he gets caught by a taunt, that could be lights out for Aatrox. Aatrox could quite possibly be the #1 player in the world right now. The top 3 players right now in the world are Almirante, EOD, and Aatrox. However, I think EOD does have the slight edge. He did win the most recent tournament. Almirante got second. Unfortunately, Aatrox did not participate. However, I do think he would have probably gotten first or second. At the very least, third. But he has been playing absolutely out of his mind in recent months. And as we're seeing here, yeah, he is giving the runner-up of the runner-up champion of the most recent tournament this weekend a run for his money at this current time. Almirante now on Tech 2, starting to pump out those Marauders with an air pad in tow and Siphon Overcharge on the way. Back over here on the main, Aatrox already going for his 3rd generator. Patented. He absolutely loves to go for that 3rd gen. Has 4 nodes as well, so you know he is absolutely juiced right now, but he's going to have to worry about that Hunter Captain coming in. All right, Grunt's heading around the back. Aatrox usually does this. Once he takes map control, he just runs them at your base. He doesn't care anymore. He'll run in. He'll see what's going on, do as much damage as he can. He's probably going to run off and attack the mini base now. See what he can get done over there. Keep in mind, guys, this is not a best of 7. This is a best of 9. Almirante says he is going to do bad things to Aatrox, and Aatrox says he is going to absolutely destroy Copyman, as he calls him. So that's where we're at right now. This is not just a money match. This is not just a fight club. This is not just that guy just glides across the ground, doesn't he? He like moonwalks. That's how fast he moves. This is a grudge match, true and true. These players both hate each other, and it is quite funny the banter that they both produce. We've got the Goliaths now. They were dropped on the mini base, but it looks like they have changed their course, and they're heading toward the back now. Maybe to go after the other mini base, maybe to go to the main. There is no turret there. However, Banshees are out and about, maybe searching for these Goliaths. Expansion finally coming up for Almirante. Aatrox, though, he's doing a really good job running around the map, putting in as much damage as he possibly can. Now, keep in mind, he did go countermeasures. I don't know if he went plasma mines, but he definitely went countermeasures, which means he does not have Fort 2, so those bases aren't super cheap as they could be. Turret coming up now on the main. We've got more Banshees starting to get produced. Double air pad with air upgrade level 1 in tow. Not a big fan of the air upgrade level 1 with the Banshees on deck 1, but you know what? Aatrox is an absolute beast, so we'll let him do what he thinks is best and see if he can manage to come out on top. So it is plasma mines, so he doesn't even have Fort 1. So we're looking at very expensive expansions, and Aatrox just does not seem to care here. Now, is Almirante going to be going Tech 3? Is he staying on Tech 2? It looks like his yellow is just not to par right now. Chosen heading toward the middle. It is still 4 nodes to 1, and it looks like Almirante, let's take a look at his vision. He doesn't even know about the actual expansion. He's just over here attacking this one. Little does he know the actual expansion's already upgraded and ready to go. For those that are watching on Twitch and not YouTube in the future, do me a favor. If you see the stream go out, please message in the chat immediately to tell me, because it means my Streamlabs gave out. We are currently experiencing difficulties because of the new drivers and things like that. We're battling all. So if it goes out, it just means I got to restart the stream real quick. So please just let me know. Almirante upgrading that expansion now, but every time he hits it with the chosen shot, it does stun it for a moment. I think Aatrox, yeah, already going into Tech 3. We're going to see a rifled barrel. Is he going to go into flying blisterbacks? I got to say, big fan, as Stars would say. Big fan of the way Aatrox does that. Not giving favoritism. I will never do favoritism in a cast. It is against my policy. However, I do like seeing the Aatrox style of blisterback flight mode that I haven't seen in many a moon. Very nicely done here by Almirante. He's got the Reavers and the Goliaths with some support units overhead, and the leader going straight to the main of Aatrox, who does have is that a shield or a cloak? Oh my god, he usually builds cloaks first, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. And we've got Reavers starting to come out. Almirante still sitting on Tech 2. Cannot afford Devo, so I don't know what his plans are at the moment. Chosen is Tech 3. He's got that rifled barrel, so he can start putting in the work. But of course, there is a shroud here, which basically renders that Chosen useless. Plasma mines do detonate there, not really getting into much damage. We do have a Goliath drop coming in on the main of Aatrox. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The flight mode blisterbacks, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be dropping in on the ground. They might go flight mode later, but for now, they will be dropping to the floor to help defend the base. Chosen on the way home as well. Going to be helping out. Anti-air turret going to be used to... What in the world? We got... Oh, I thought that was going to be Almirante's beam, but he doesn't have a beam. We're going to see that come down. It's actually hitting the Goliath, almost taking out the other Goliath there. And the Chosen now underneath the shield. Going to be helping out defend here. Engineer is up as well. Blisterback flight mode currently up in the sky, trying to help out. Going to lock down underneath the shield, as we do have Aatrox picking up 2 more expansions on the side as Almirante solidifies his own expansion. Double air pad is up and running for Almirante in the back. And we've got the Hunter Captain. He's got the plasma mines. He's going to start taking consistent damage here. Constant and consistent. And it looks like the Hunter Captain's got the teleport out of there. Ain't no way he's getting out without a teleport. Ain't no way, no how. He does teleport, and he is out of there. Currently, 4 nodes currently to 1, but it looks like Almirante going to be taking away one of those nodes on the side. As the Hunter Captain does come in there, he's getting a lot of Banshees surrounding him here. A nice taunt comes down. Not a Tech 3 taunt, so it does not reduce the damage. Throws down the Engineers. Well, I'm going to keep that Hunter Captain alive just long enough to get underneath the shield, or possibly in the garrison with the Engineer above. Blisterbacks are now here. Going to be using them in flight mode. Aatrox, the flight mode Blisterback King, going to be dropping them on the floor to get in that artillery damage. Chosen putting in the work on top of the leader here as well. Shroud now going to be coming in, but of course those Blisterback shots will soak up all the anti-shots from the Shroud. Cloak comes down, but of course the Engineers do give him some nice attack. Chosen could jump in the garrison as a nice little counter play, and he does. Chosen continuing to shell now at this base. 63 population to 53. Almirante's economy nowhere near as good as Aatrox's, who currently does have 3 nodes, 1 node as neutral as he steals away Almirante's remaining node control. Aatrox even stole the mini base as well. Almirante, he does have Banshee starting to come out, can be trying to counter with his own Banshee play. We'll see how well that works out against the Blisterback Armada. And he does have some Banshee support as well. But of course, Colony Banshees will eventually be better just because of combat repair. And the Banshees head to the back. But keep in mind, Dying Breath, Bulwark. Dying Breath, Bulwark, and what is the other ability? Is it Unbreakable? I think that's Paths. I forgot the name. But yeah, all those abilities just make the Banshees from Aatrox pretty good as well for a short period of time during fights. Almirante's expansion is getting absolutely shelled here. No ifs, ands, buts about it. His expansion down to below half. Now we've got the Colony here doing what it can. We've got the Engineers in the back. He even cloaks up the base. They're keeping it alive for a moment as the Blisterback in flight mode does come in trying to help. You may cloak the main, but it looks like the Blisterbacks don't care, and they start to shell the pads around it. Almirante's expansion is currently in lock mode. Is it Unbreakable, Emperor? What's Paths called? I always get them mixed up. I thought it was Unbreakable. That sounds like a Pav one. It sounds like what Paths should be called. And again, we got some nice Banshees coming in now from Almirante, going to be taking out a lot of these units here. Almirante is, of course, now Tech 3. He's got that Banshee torpedo as well. Almirante's expansion still currently locked right now. We have the Blisterbacks locking down around it. Pav's last stand. Got it. All right, Blisterback's going to be going back into flight mode. Going to be trying to fight these Banshees here. Blisterback on the other side needs to go up in the air. It's going to get taken out by those Banshees repeatedly. Aatrox at 59 population to Almirante's 72. We do, of course, have a nasty Chosen inside the garrison sitting on a nice star. And we've got the Banshees here as well, but Almirante's population starting to look pretty good. Flight mode Blisterbacks may have met their match. We do have the Bulwark coming down. We've got a beam for the counter, but it is a little too far away. Almirante's Banshees just a wee bit too quick. And all the Blisterbacks are starting to fall. Aatrox doing what he can here, fighting, but of course that Shroud is blocking all those shots at the current time. And without teleport, this Chosen may just be in a little bit over his head here. 36 population to 75. Almirante's Banshee spam starting to get in the work as the Chosen does run away towards Almirante's expansion, and Almirante not falling for that. He is going in for the jugular, going in straight for the kill here, but there are shields and turrets on these bases. We've got Banshee counter coming in as well, getting up his own numbers. 45 population to 75. Almirante could drop in devastating host, which would be, no pun intended, devastating to the Armada here from Aatrox. Opting to go in with a Goliath drop on top of Aatrox's base. Aatrox and Aatrox at the same time. Goliath starting to work on that shield. Shield about a fourth away from going down. And there it is. The shield has gone down now. And the fight has begun. Hunter Captain going to be jumping in the garrison. And it's going to be starting to take away the HP of these Banshees immediately. But the Chosen stays alive and comes around from the other side. 48 population now to 67. Almirante looking absolutely fantastic. Turret coming up in the back. Turret in the front goes down. Reaver Banshee looking amazing. Reminds me of the Twin Frog from the good old Red Alert days. Hunter Captain in the garrison's got beautiful range. He's just unkillable in there as he continues to shell at all these units that do come out. Aatrox in some serious trouble, maybe going in for some form of a counter attack. He has decided that defense is futile. Hunter Captain is fighting now the Chosen in the outside the garrison. There's no way that Hunter Captain loses that fight. No way, no how. We even have a Shroud here going to be rendering that Chosen useless in this current battle. All right, let's take a look here. We got some Banshees going to be coming in now on Almirante's expansion, which currently still is locked. I don't know if he knows that, nor do I know if he actually has anything built in there. But I guess we'll find out at some point. We do have the Chosen firing from afar. The Shroud kind of in the back. Needs to be a little bit closer towards the Chosen to block those shots. And Aatrox continuing to pump out. He's actually caught up in population, which is really interesting when you think about it. I mean, he does have tremendous economy. We got to give him that. I mean, he's got 4 bases. He even has the other bases cloaked up. He's got the economy rolling. He's just trying to keep this base alive for as long as he can, starring up that Chosen on each and every one of these Banshees it manages to take out. But I don't see him holding on to this. It would be quite a miracle if I do say so myself. Is that a cloak? It's a cloak. He's trying to take out the engineers, but even if he does, Almirante's going to drop in Dev Host. He's got just enough pop to do it, and their Reaver's going to give him the detection required to take this base out. Engineer is out, needs to bubble, bulwarks it. Engineer trying to keep it alive. Cloak comes up again. He's trying to take out that engineer, but it doesn't matter because Devastating Host does have an engineer. Oh my God, the man's got a scarab from downtown. Now, as I stated, even with killing the engineer, it doesn't matter. Reaver detection is all that is required. And Aatrox's main is going to fall. Sells off the pads in tow. 111 population now to 73. Almirante's expansion is still locked. Got a 1-star Banshee. Obviously, Aatrox been putting in some work with the micro, and we've got the Scarab now going straight to the expansion. What is Almirante going to do? Is he going to go on offense? Is he going to go on defense? We're going to find out here shortly. Turret's starting to get upgraded on the bases as well. Don't know what the fortifications currently is for Aatrox. He definitely still has a good economy. Generator's not in the best position right now. He's only got 1. He's building them up on the expansion now. But here we go. Almirante's expansion about to be under attack. Almirante coming back now to defend. It will not be a base trade scenario. Almirante coming back on defense. Gonna be taking out those shield gens and all that on the outside. Scarab comes in. We got a brand coming in, but it completely misses everything. Engineer keeping things alive. The Chosen chasing down what it can. Gets in the garrison, getting off some tremendous shots. But of course, that is a lot of Banshees. We got a counter beam coming in on top of the Banshees. The Banshees are eating it. They do have combat repair, and they split off at the last second, but they took a lot of damage there. Almirante's expansion still currently locked. He has not noticed it. I don't know what is in there. Hopefully it's not a lot of units to change this game through that mistake of Almirante. And it looks like the Chosen is going to fall immediately as Aatrox is forced back into hiding. His main is still gone. The Locust managing to take out the mini base in the back. And of course, the main will be bought probably by Almirante at some point here. 120 population to 72. Reaver starting to come out now for Aatrox as well. Going to try to get out that anti-air to help with those Banshees on the field. But of course, this Armada is just unstoppable. I don't see any way for Aatrox to stop this. This base is going to fall. Doesn't even have a shield on it. Just currently a cloak at this time. And even if he manages to kill the engineers, there is, of course, the 2-star Reaver, which will give him all the detection he needs to take out the cloak. And just like that, that Reaver is going to fall. Looks like the Cloak Gen's going to be next, and that's going to be it for Aatrox's tricks here on this base. He's building more and more units, but simply cannot afford what he needs to get the W. Almirante picking up the expansion as well. I hear a Locust. Oh, it's going to be from the high ground here. Engineers are starting to come in, but of course he does not have what is required to hold here. We've got the Hunter Captain just chilling up on the high ground, trying to shoot that grunt, and he does actually get the range required. Expansion health still looking good, but of course he is losing pad after pad after pad. I think I hear a Goliath drop or something. Yep, there it is, Goliath drop coming in. Scarab starting to work its way into the battle, finally showing its head. We do have the Chosen here as well. The Hunter Captain on the other side of the map, not where it needs to be right now. Almirante losing population rapidly, and it looks like Aatrox has managed to hold.
I hope Almy wins.
Big shot to Spectre Bronco for the $2. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. A bunch of engineers now are on the field. We are at 103 population to 107. Pretty equal overall. Aatrox floating 5,000 blue as he continues back forward here. Got to watch out, though. Almirante's got a little bit of a base going on in the back. Almirante can barely afford pads for that, but he is getting the work done regardless. We do need to see more Reavers and upgrades out of Aatrox. He's got plenty of engineers, but that's about it. All right, he's going to return home now with that Scarab. We've got the Reavers up in the middle. We've got the Chosen on the left-hand side, going to be going towards the mini base. No stars on that currently, but we do have Almirante going turtle mode. All right, Aatrox is going to be working his way back towards the other side of the map. You're going to take his main back, probably as well as his mini base. And it looks like he's going to be starting to grab these nodes as well. Nodes definitely keeping him in the green right now, as he had to use them to help build Reavers as well as upgrade his own generators. A lot of Reavers are now on the field. We're at 117 population to 108 in favor of Aatrox. Almirante floating a good amount of resources at the current time. Probably should work on his own upgrades as well. Chosen heading towards the garrison now, just trying to stay alive as long as he can. Almirante wiggling the Banshees around, just trying to dodge these shots here. Chosen still popping off regardless. These Banshees will heal. The Chosen is going to die. Let's take a peek here. We've got more Banshees getting built. Air upgrade level 2 on the rise. And it looks like the expansion was finally built. Almirante still chilling back here with an armory. Is that base still locked? It is not. He did unlock the base finally. Don't know when he did it, but he did. And we've got the Banshee Horde heading over to Aatrox's other base, but of course, no detection here. Without detect, he can't actually fight this expansion, which is pretty funny when you think about it. We do, of course, have that Scarab now coming in. No vehicle upgrades, I don't think, for Aatrox. Vehicle upgrade level 1, 30 seconds away. Maybe he should have waited for that, but I guess he just wants to go for it. This is going to keep Almirante on defense. Cloak Gen going to be the first target of the day for that Scarab as he continues to walk over Almirante's economy. Reavers underneath, engineers nowhere near where they need to be. Bulwark comes down, keeping the army alive. Eradication coming down, but it doesn't really hit anything. The Banshees kind of are just on the edge of it. And they do dodge it for the most part, but it does allow that Scarab to stay alive longer and get in more damage. Almirante's expansion in trouble, but the Banshee Horde is here. The Reavers doing what they can under the engineer bubble. Where is the Hunter Captain? He's on his way, just too little too far. Yeah, the Banshees are doing a lot of damage here to the Scarab. Scarab is stripping the absolute piss out of this base. And the Reavers are taking down these Banshees one by one. Engineers doing what they can, forcing Almirante to drop in that devastating host, and the Scarab for Aatrox falls. Well, 40 population now to 113. And it looks like we're going to be seeing the Reavers starting to back up. We have Aatrox on full defense mode now, trying to pump out Wraiths as well as actually just double pumping Wraiths. No extra Reavers right now. I guess he does need a lot of anti-ground, considering there are Locusts and Wraiths and startup units all over the place. Was it another cloaking gen coming down there? Aatrox has burned through that almost 5,000 blue he had. All right, we got a beam coming down now on Almirante's army. He's trying to split out of it. Not taking too much damage, considering he was standing still for a second. 54 population still to 107. Almirante definitely has the advantage right now. Interesting wall from Almirante in the middle there. Didn't even notice that. Looks like Aatrox's base is going to be under an absolute onslaught. I have no idea how he would plan on defending this. I mean, Almirante's army is just better in every conceivable way. We even have the Hunter Captain and the garrison shelling it from afar. Aatrox doing what he can, though. Plasma mines are at the ready. Reaver's starting to get built. The engineers doing what they can, trying to keep the base alive while the Chosen shells in the back. There is no shroud here, so the Chosen can continue to get in some decent damage. But here comes the Hunter Captain. He's done with that nonsense. Somehow Aatrox is not dead. He literally forced Almirante off the base, which is very strange. Chosen doing what it can. Hunter Captain coming in, probably going to taunt this at some point. The engineers did get the base back to full HP. He actually has his base up here, back up and running, at least slightly. He's actually going for the Hunter Captain. Can he kill it? I don't think so. There are no engineers here. There's could engineer Swarm if he has not already used it. The Reaver's doing what they can against all that air. But the Hunters are starting to chase it down. Aatrox down to 43 population. Almirante sitting at 81. Could do some micro tricks where he attacks air, then ground, then air, then ground, then air, then ground with the Chosen to make it shoot twice as fast. Haven't really seen that yet. Big old taunt coming in on the Hunter Captain. We got a Wraith on the high ground with some Reavers. The Chosen jumps up to the high ground now with a teleport. And Aatrox's base is continuing to get whittled away by Almirante. He's actually continuing to nail that Hunter Captain. I don't know how he's even doing that, but he's still managing to do it from that far. We do have the Goliath drop coming in. Aatrox no longer has engineers here. That base starting to take a lot of damage. An engineer comes out, but I think the Reaver might pop it. Could bubble up here to reduce some damage. Chosen attacking the wall, trying to get out of the little cage that Almirante has managed to put him in. Aatrox's expansion almost gone here. The main's still alive. He has upgraded it using that yellow big old brand coming in on Aatrox's Expo. Almirante at 118 population to Aatrox's 53. All right, let's see what's going on here. Continuing to pump out race vehicle upgrade level 3 on the way. And I think that Aatrox's expansion over here is definitely next on the menu. All right. So, while there is a cloak here, he does have engineers, so he could definitely come over if he needs to. It looks like Aatrox is starting to get his own army back up and running. But Almirante is sitting on 120 pop, guys. He's got everything he needs here. I don't really see a way. Where's the rest? Oh, I was going to say, where's the rest of his army? He does have a Scarab. 3 skits in the waiting. Aatrox about to be Aatroxed. Hey there, I'm here to encourage you to keep on streaming. You're doing great. Well, thank you. It's a little weird, but I'll take it. Is that like a official Twitch bot right there? I don't know what that is. All right, 102 population to 105. All right, Dying Breath comes down. He does have vehicle level 3, I think. Yeah, he's got the best vehicles he can possibly have. Unfortunately, he's got to deal with the Hunter Captain inside of a garrison that has 2 stars and a Scarab. There's no way Aatrox defends this base. It is a lost cause. He should just sell all the pads. And I think it's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to retreat home and defend there. Nice sell-off. Going to get some nice refund checks here. Keep in mind, Unbreakable, Bulwark, Dying Breath. Dying Breath, probably the best leader power in the history of RTS. Definitely Aatrox can easily scale with Colony here. But Almirante's economy, as well as his population and veterancy on his units, are just a powerhouse all by themselves. Fortified base level 1 coming in now for Almirante as well. Going to keep his pads alive if he does get stomped or something does happen, like a base trade. Almirante going to pick up his 3rd now. He's pretty happy with himself. We do have a Wraith coming up in the back to attack Almirante's mini that he did steal earlier. And Aatrox is going to be attacking Almi. Oh my god. Relentless. Well, those hunters stand no chance. He actually scorches them. Big old brand comes down. But of course, Bulwark counters that very nicely. And he's going to go around the side now. The shield gen falls so quickly. The army from Aatrox is actually very scary. He jumped in with a teleport taunt. And he, oh my god. He unbreakables. Wait, was that? I'm so confused as to what just happened. Is he going to lose the captain? Oh my god, of course he's not going to lose the captain. The captain is an absolute god. Oh my god, he's going to lose the captain. Maybe he runs to the back. Oh my god. What a legend. Oh my god. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Almi pushing these Wraiths is interesting here. I guess he does have the shield, but he doesn't have a shield to run back to at the current time. Aatrox doesn't have a lot of blue either. He's just trying to rebuild this base now. He's upgrading the pads, doing what he can. He actually did just lose a mini base to those Goliaths. But this Scarab might just wall this and then run. He's got the Engineer as well. Gonna head up to that high ground. Of course, Scorch could be a thing too. Has to be careful of that. Jumps in with the Reavers. But the shield is back on the base, so the Scarab will survive. That Hunter Captain's getting its 3rd star. Guaranteed. Guaranteed 3rd star coming in here. Dying Breath ready, though. Dying Breath good against garrison units. And the Hunter Captain's going to have to taunt out of there. As the Scarab does come in back with half HP. Probably has the shield back, and it does. All right, Suicide Grunt drop coming in now. Chosen doing what it can. We've got the beam. The Scarab's in trouble. It's gone. The Scarab's gone. Almirante down to 73 population. And we've got a devastating host counter on Aatrox's expansion. All right, the base losing health rapidly, but of course this army could come in and take it out quickly. Hunter Captain comes in, going to be coming in with a nice taunt here. Probably going to hop in the garrison, but the Chosen's ready. Could hop in the garrison, but he doesn't. Aatrox's Expo does teleport to the other side. Not bad at all. We've got the, oh my god, the brand on the Wraiths. He's backing up the Almirante, funneling in. The Dying Breath keeping up the DPS. 60 population to 70, 70 population to 70, very equal overall. We've got a 2-star Hunter Captain in the garrison, absolutely shredding at the current time. And the Chosen on the front line, no, all the detection is gone. All he's got left for detection are those engineers. They got to stay in the fight. Dying breath being procced on those wraiths. All right, we got the Banshees now around the expansion. Wraiths continuing to get built. Reavers doing what they can. Aatrox holding the best defensive player in Halo Wars 2 history. Doing what he does best here. Holding. Fighting for his life. 89 population to 80. I was 77. He's actually ahead in population right now. The Hunter Captain is inside that garrison, making it pretty tough for him. Reaver shredding these Banshees as they do come across. Almirante's expansion finally starting to get built on as well, built up. 106 population now. Almirante, Aatrox starting to fall behind. We have a Bulwark coming down, keeping the army alive just a little bit longer. Chosen in the back. The wall comes across. Scorch is on the garrison, but of course that Hunter Captain is 3 stars, an absolute monster. Engineers starting to get built as well, continuing to make Reavers and Wraiths, just trying to hang in there right now. This Hunter Captain is a beast, basically unkillable inside that garrison. Aatrox holding on, though, taking out all the detection. We've got some blisterback starting to get dropped in. Going to be shelling from afar. He's actually beating down the Hunter Captain. He's going to be forced to get out of there and teleport. He does have one engineer there. Hunter Captain going to have to get out. Maybe not. The Chosen is going to run forward. Interesting. Hunter's brand ready for Almirante. The Hunter Captain gets in the next garrison. Brand comes down. Absolutely juicy. As he comes in there, 81 population to 102. Suicide Grunt drop hits the one in the garrison. I guess it stops the shield from coming up. 48 population, now to 102. Almirante absolutely juicing. Aatrox has a lot of yellow, just not a lot of blue right now, as he's trying to keep himself in this game. Needs to upgrade some more pads that are unupgraded. Needs to pump out those Reavers and somehow use that yellowish shield. Does come up on the base. Where is the Chosen? He's coming in now. The shield coming back up on him as well. Hunter Captain is ready to dance. And he gets back in the garrison. Shield goes down on the base. We've got the Goliath Reaver Engineer combo with, of course, the Banshees. Chosen doing what it can from the backfield. More Reaver starting to come in. Chosen absolutely slapping down these Goliaths. Aatrox's Expo starting to fall here. He's holding on for dear life, but I just don't know. I just don't know. We've got I think where the blisterbacks at. They're just chilling. They're coming in now. That's going to be some very good base damage. Aatrox still sitting on 1 star. Hasn't gotten its 2nd star yet. Blisterback starting to shell the base. Cloaking Gen coming up. Aatrox starting to catch up in population now. Could be upgrading a couple of more pads around the map here as an Apex on the main, ready to go to pump out those engineers. Pad over here unupgraded as well. He's got plenty of yellow to do it. I think he's just spamming watchtowers here. Just trying to buy himself time, I guess, to get the shield gen up back there. That is a lot of Reavers. Oh my god, he has full pop Reavers. And Almirante now has blisterbacks. Aatrox still holding, still fighting. Base staying alive through the sheer force of will right now. Bulwark comes down on the Reavers. Beam coming down on top. Beam level 2. Well, those two blisterbacks are gone. Ain't no saving those. And there goes that base damage. A shield comes up on the expansion for Aatrox. And now the Chosen can freely shell from underneath its shield as Aatrox continues to raise up in money here. This has been an absolute all-out brawl here, guys. Not a moment has gone by where these two have not been fighting. We have an Erad in the middle of nowhere. It didn't do anything. Oh, man. I wonder if he would have Eraded the Garrison if it would have even done anything to the Hunter Captain. Alright, he's doing what he can here, but this is brutal. Big Brand comes down, doesn't do anything to the units. Plasma Mines and Scorch coming in on the blisterbacks. Almirante down to 82 population. These units doing everything they can here, fighting for their lives. Suicide Grunt Drop comes in as well. Devastating Host going to be coming in for Almirante. He should have saved his Erad for that. But he actually took out one of the ships immediately. And it looks like he is heading away from the garrison, as he should. Fighting that thing in the garrison, not a good idea. We've got the Goliath drop coming in as well. Be very careful. Doesn't want to lose that Chosen. And Almirante's got the Scarab back out on the field. The Hunter Captain still sitting idly by in the garrison. Engineer starting to be produced for Aatrox now out of the main. No production structures on the expansion, but he does have eco coming in. Almirante is actually out of funds? Question mark? He has thrown so much at Aatrox, he has burned through all of his resources. Aatrox sitting on 8,000 yellow. But he doesn't have really anything to fight this Scarab anymore. He's got full pop Reaver here. Got a few race out. Of course, that Chosen getting healed up by the Engineer. The base is extremely tanky. Plasma Mines level 2. Could drop those underneath the Scarab, I guess. Getting rid of the detection. Nice move. These players, they are just fighting and fighting and fighting. Both players have startup heroes right now. Just getting crazier and crazier by the moment. Almirante tried to close the deal here, but, you know, Aatrox has decided, you know what? If you want this win, you're going to have to earn it. Bulwark comes down, keeping these units alive even longer. The Scarab is taking massive damage, and now we've got the Reavers coming in the back for Aatrox to clean up all these Reavers, I'm sorry, all these Engineers and Banshees. And now he's going to be focusing on the Hunter Captain. Almirante cannot lose that Hunter Captain. I wish I'd see an Engineer bubble there out of Aatrox. Unfortunately, we did not. And it looks like he's going to go underneath the shield here. All right, Aatrox is down population now. Hunter Captain goes to the back, probably going to hit him with a taunt. And there it is. The taunt comes in. Aatrox's main forces are going down. We've got a beam level 2 coming in on top of the Reaver, trying to get rid of that detection. And it goes down. It goes down. Where's the detection now? He's got the Engineers. He's going to take it out. And he gets it. The cloak stays up. The cloak stays up. Aatrox is still alive. Aatrox's depravity knows no bounds. Almirante continuing here. The shield goes back up on the base. Almirante's frustration can be felt around the world at this current time. Walls himself away from his own garrison. Not sure that I'm a fan of that, but he should be able to get in there. No problem. He puts in the Hunter. I think he all unit in there. Needs to get the Hunter Captain in there, I think. And we've got the Chosen now putting in some work from afar, using that range to his advantage. Almirante still sitting at 118 population, basically 120. Aatrox starting to upgrade more pads around the map. Almirante taking away a mini base from him there on the side. This pad's still not upgraded, almost at 10,000 yellow. I think it's time to maybe sack a couple of gens here for a few more pads just to get that blue up and running. The engineer's going to try to keep that boy alive inside that garrison. And of course, they will do so. The 3-star Hunter Captain is no slouch, but he is getting slapped. Being hit pretty hard by that 2-star Chosen, who is no bitch himself. But the engineers and the siphon cannot be undone. Aatrox is going to be forced back underneath the shield. We have an eradication for Aatrox. Where is he going to put that? This is the question. He needs to save up some blue to use it. The race backing up. He needs to keep on going after the detection here as he is. Bulwark level 3 ready to go as well. Is he going to erad the garrison? Because that would be really funny. He's chasing down. He's going to erad. Brand comes in, no Bulwark. Erad does absolutely nothing yet again. Bulwark comes in too little too late to defend against the Brand, but it will heal him up. The Scarab is going to fall. Almirante down to 74 population, but still higher than Aatrox's. And it looks like he's going in for a counterattack. The Chosen is now a 3rd-star himself. We've got 2 3-star leaders on the battlefield. And the Hunter Captain has to return home. Aatrox is on the offense. Is he rebuilding a Scarab? He's trying to rebuild it. 48 seconds. He currently doesn't have any population. Might go straight for that War Council. He might smell blood. And Devastating Host going to be used by Almirante. Not taking any chances here. Going to be using Devastating Host to stay alive. Suicide Grunt drop to try to counter Devastating Host. Not sure that works that way. But you know what? He's still going strong. Suicide Grunt comes down. Immediately dies. Chosen in the back, putting in that work, can continue to run around and kite these units to death. The Hunter Captain may be a beast, but he is slow. Scorch has come down on top of Almirante's army, going to be forcing him back as he loses unit after unit to this onslaught, but still stays ahead in population. And it looks like Aatrox is like, you know what? I'm going to go around the back here. Hope you don't mind. Just going to slither, scooch on through. We got a big old taunt about to come in for Almirante. I can smell it. And there it is. Chosen going to be going around the back. Pretty interesting stuff here. The Hunter Captain does not have a shield to retreat to. I assume it does have teleport, though, just in case something happens. We've got a beam coming down, but guess what? That means no teleport for the Hunter Captain, but it's probably not going to need it. Plasma mines are ready to drop him in on top of the army here. One mine ready to go. Unbreakable comes down. Hunter Captain getting its health back now by siphoning, but of course these Unbreakable units staying alive just a little bit longer. If that Hunter Captain falls, I don't know what's going to happen here for Almirante. 80 population, 70 population, 83 population to 68. The Chosen hunting down the Captain. The Chosen smells blood. Teleport is ready. He might teleport to the high ground to make sure he takes it out. Hunter Captain losing its HP, down to a bar, throws down the heel, he's gone! The 3-star Hunter Captain takes the L! Almirante baited into using the teleport from the beam, and now Aatrox types in the chat, nice try, but you can't win! Pulls a Rocky Balboa moment here. Types in the chat, nice try, but you cannot win. The Chosen might die as well. He does have teleport. Will he teleport out of there? Oh, he loses his own Chosen. Both players lose their startup leaders. Aatrox was too busy talking the smackums, and he's lost his own leader. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brawl. Oh, that is Karma 101. My brand new mic's got spit all over it. Almirante fighting back, Blisterbacks being put in the backhand side. Blisterback shelling from afar, artillerying down, spirit support ready, with a suicide grunt drop to be placed in. Suicide Grunt and JPB are in the fight. Almirante down to 38 population versus a 65 of Aatrox. Armory being rebuilt, trying to get that boy back on the field, but guess what? The Chosen's already back. He's coming across. Unit after unit starting to fall, trying to put up a sensor tower to soak some shots, which is working. Scorch sitting here, menacingly sitting here. Almirante holding on to his third. The Chosen is here. Engineer trying to keep things healthy. Wraith shots raining down from above. Hunter Captain on the way out, 7 seconds out. Chosen gonna go for the garrison. 68 population to 26 for Almirante, 99. Hanging on for dear life. The Foundry starting to go down. Engineer starting to get spammed. Almirante's third in trouble. He comes in with the Hunter Captain. Gonna be going in for a taunt. Nope. There it is. The taunt comes in. Gonna run to the garrison now. Gonna head away. The Brand comes in, but the Bulwark saves the day. And the Hunter Captain forced to teleport away. Almirante's expansion under siege. 90 population to 63. Hanging on, trying to do what he can here. Starting to build blisterbacks, wants to go into siege mode. Shield gen down to about half HP. The Scorch comes down, the beam to teleport. He needs to teleport now. The Hunter Captain's gonna go down. It's gone. Almirante 99. He's giving it his all, but Aatrox has just come back from the brink. From the death. He's lost his main, he's lost his expo, he lost his other expo, but you can't keep this man down. There are good players, there are top players, there are legendary players, and then you've got the beasts of Halo Wars 2 pulling off the impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that have woken up early this morning, you have been treated to probably one of the best games, one of the coolest games that I've casted in a long while, regardless of who wins this game. At the end of the day, we're the winners, boys. The community. 110 population to 93. Almirante starting to catch back up. He has the main locked. What's in there? Almirante coming in with a counter scarab. This game has more turns and more twists than a shitty subpar B-level movie. This doesn't even make sense. Almirante coming in, he skips the expansion, he's going back to the main. He's got a devastating host back there with some Goliaths. Aatrox's main starting to go down. He's gonna lose it, but we've got a counterattack on Almirante's main. He's got the Banshees out, but the main is about to go. The Chosen with the Engineers and Reavers. Taunt comes down on the units. The Scarab has decided to back up. This game is juicy, ladies and gentlemen. Almirante's got 93 population, but he's got some blue if he wants to go up to 120 himself. More and more Banshees starting to get produced, going back into that Air Armada. Almirante loses his main, he loses his expo, and he's headed to the corner of the map to see what he can get done there. Hunter Captain with the Hunter sitting in the garrison. Almirante picks up the expansion here. 116 population to 108. Aatrox buys the expo here. It looks like he is returning home. He's looking for a fight. Foundry starting to go down here. Aatrox about to lose his cloak. That is his bread and butter. The cloak about to fall. The base already about half HP, but here come the race. Underneath the engineered bubble, though, with the bulwark, they're going to be just fine. The Goliaths continue to slap away at the health of Aatrox's base. The Scarab on the run. We could see an offensive teleport here. Back on the other side, we have the Chosen and Reavers defending the base. Almirante's army starting to get absolutely shotted. We've got the one-star Chosen and Reavers putting in the work on the other side, eliminating the Banshee Horde. Almirante upgrading his new and improved main on the other side of the base. On that side of the map, I'm sorry. And Banshee's heading across here. They are getting tickled by that anti-air turret. 83 population now to 116 for Aatrox. Almirante does have a little bit of a bank, though. One unupgraded generator. Probably should upgrade that ASAP. Aatrox not messing around. He's going for the final frontier. Can he take this out? We're going to see a big ol'... Oh, he counters with wall. He counters unbreakable with a free leader power. The Chad maneuver. The Chad maneuver. Hunter Captain still sitting in the garrison. The Banshees humming in as well. The race doing what they can. Eradication! On top of the army. Almirante down to 86 pop. And the counter beam as well coming in on the Scarab. Losing HP bar after bar. The Chosen coming in as well. The Scarab falls. It's gone. The Hunter Captain down as well. The garrison not strong enough. And it's gone. Almirante about to be down to just a singular base. Aatrox losing bases in the back to the Banshee Horde. Almirante at 53 population. Aatrox continuing the fight. Holds on to two bases while Almirante managing to hold on to a singular one. Just now upgrading that generator in the back. His economy coming in slow as ever. I've got like 8 more games to cast. I'm not going to make it, boys. Oh, God. Pepsi. Delicious. All right, we got the Reavers coming in now as well. Going to be trying to hold on here, just taking out Banshee after Banshee as they fly overhead, swatting them down like flies. Almirante's final frontier is under siege. 57 population to 19. I don't know what he's going to do. It's not looking good here. No Hunter Captain in sight. The base gets scorched down. The shield already gone. No engineers, no detect. He has absolutely no chance of a counterattack. Almirante's final base taken down. Your base, no more. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Aatrox takes the dub in the first game of this best of 9. Holy mother of God. For those on YouTube, that was amazing. I am your host, Joe Desla, and I hope you guys have a great day.